What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing another light video showing a light off and what I'm doing with it. I am a big fan of Streamlight. They sponsor all of those videos, and I actually reach out to Streamlight to see if they'd be interested in getting me a light for me to do a video. That's how they sponsor the videos, and I don't get paid by them. Today's video is on a OLIGHT. Now, I've heard a lot of good things about OLIGHT, and they reached out to me. Now, they're sponsoring this video. They sent me the light and a couple of other options you can do with the light. You can get with the light, and I don't make anything. They haven't paid me to do this. All they did is send me the light just like Streamlight does, except that OLIGHT actually reached out to me to do this video. So that's the sponsorship for this video. It's a little bit different than my Streamlight videos, but I still don't make anything, and I don't make anything if you buy it or not. They just sent me the light to do a video on. So now we're going to hop right into the light review. And we are checking out the OLIGHT WARRIOR 3. Now, like I said, I've never messed with an OLIGHT before, but I really like this. It's really well made, and the features on it I really like. It's got more features than some of my Streamlights do, and we'll get into that, and some of the things are different than Streamlight. So far, since I've messed around with this thing, I'm really into OLIGHTs now. It's possible we'll be doing some other videos on OLIGHT lights in the future. I don't know, but as far as right now, especially with this one, and this is a newer light that they're releasing, I like what they've got going on here. This is the WARRIOR 3 by OLIGHT. Before we get into some of the details about this, did want to shout out another sponsor to the channel. They send some apparel and some other stuff to show off to you guys. It is the Arms Society. Most of the apparel nowadays that I've got on is from them. You can check them out at thearmsociety.com. They have a bunch of different apparel and some training equipment and stuff like that. Really appreciate those guys, so be sure to check them out. Now that all that's out of the way, now we can actually get into this OLIGHT. Now, this does have some different light settings. Now, this light, I don't know about any of the other OLIGHTs, probably so. Like I said, I've never messed with any other OLIGHTs other than this. This actually has different light settings. You can go from not just a low and high, but it's either got like 3 or 4 different light settings plus a strobe setting. So the actual light lumens is as high as 2,300 lumens, which is a crazy amount of light. And then I do believe you can get this down at the lowest setting is only at 250 lumens. So you've got a lot of different options depending on what you're using this for, which is really neat. And also they do claim that this will have a 55-day runtime. Now, it is 5.5 inches long and only weighs in at 6.2 ounces. It also does have a 300-meter beam, and this actually has been drop tested. And it also has a waterproof rating of IPX8. If you don't know what that is, IPX8 is deeper than 1 meter of water for up to 30 minutes, I believe. So that's pretty cool. Usually the lights that I get are usually at like 6 or 7. So this is pretty different. Deeper than 1 meter for up to 30 minutes. And you probably won't be able to see real good. I'll take a picture of this and put it up on the screen. This actually has a button here on the side, and it does have light indicators. One on the left, one on the right. The one on the right is actually your battery life, which is really neat. And the other side on the left shows you what brightness setting you are on. And this light actually has 2 different switches. It does have 3. I got this. They sent it to me. This is the remote switch or pressure switch. I don't know if this actually comes with this light. You'll have to double check me on that. But I got it. We're going to talk about it. But if you do this, it's still kind of only, you still only have 2 options. If you use this, it's still only 2. If you don't, it's still only 2. We'll get into that in a second. Now, this does have a lithium rechargeable battery. You unscrew the back here and pull that out, and it is a 21700. Haven't ever heard of this light, this battery, but that's what it uses, and it comes with it. you screw it back on here. And also, if you don't plan on using this as a WML, like mounting it on something, you can just hold this and use it like this, and it does have a really nice clip on the side that you can clip onto your pants pockets. And I really like that because it gives you so many different options what you want to use this for. If you want to use it just holding it or in your pocket, keeping it on you, everyday carry type thing, you can. And then if one day you just want to mount it on something, you can still do that too. So it's really cool, all the options you get with this light. And you can actually get this in different colors. Obviously you can get it in black like I have, and you can get it in orange and desert camo, I believe. And the orange and desert camo, I think they only made a limited amount, and apparently they're not going to make any more other than what they have. Off the top of my head, I think they made like 8,000 of orange and 8,000 of desert camo. Don't hold me to that, but I know they made a limited run of both of those, but they will always make this in black. So if you really want the orange or desert camo, probably be a good idea to get it sooner rather than later, because when they're gone, apparently they're gone. And this also, like I mentioned earlier, does have a strobe. You can reprogram this, I believe, to do a strobe just by one press on the back, I believe. But if you didn't want to do that or mess with it, you can always leave it like it comes and still use the strobe. Usually lights have a double click option for the strobe. This, you can't use the back unless you do the reprogramming. You have to use the side button here, and you have to triple click it. And before we do that, that's one of the lower settings. When you press the button, see, your lights will come on and then they'll go away. You turn it on, you can see what brightness level you're at, your battery life. And then you press it harder, and that's all 2300 lumens. Pretty amazing. But for the strobe setting, you have to rapidly push the side button here 3 times. And that is with the, that's all 2300 lumens. And I'm about to have a seizure if I don't cut this off. There. Now, we've talked about the button on the side. You actually have a button on the back here, and this is actually magnetic, which is really cool. You have, I've got a lot of stuff going on here. We're getting ready to go out to the range to film a couple of videos, because I know y'all have been asking me, when are we going to get some more shooting videos? They are coming. So a lot of stuff going on here in preparation for that. Back of this is magnetic. It comes with a charger with a USB, and this just pops right on there, and you can plug this up and it starts charging. That is really cool. Also, when you plug this up, this little clear piece right here actually has a LED bulb in it. When it's charging, it will actually glow red, and then when it's done charging, it will glow green, which is really neat. And since that is magnetic, actually, if you're going to use this as a WML and you want to use this remote pad or pressure pad, it doesn't screw on like most. Magnetic, which is really neat. And I mean, it's pretty on there. So that is definitely different. If you're like really going through some crap and using this for like a really specific need, like you're really doing something, using it on a weapon, this could snag and just yank this off of here. So I would probably prefer screw on, but this is the first one I've ever had, and I like it. It's nice, but I'm still gonna play around with it. Off the top of my head, first things, I'd probably, if I'm mounting this on something anyway, probably prefer screw on, but other than that, it works really good. And also, like I mentioned, if you're going to carry this everyday carry type thing, you do have this really nice clip on the side. Also, I think anytime you get this, it comes with this also, but it comes with a holster or carrying case that has a really nice push button release right there. You can stick that guy down in there. You just pop that in and it's good to go. Also on the back, it does have a button back here that you can clip and wear it around your belt if you didn't want to use the clip and put it in your pocket. I am not a huge everyday carry of lights. I know that's kind of weird because everybody usually is. I do want to put one on just about everything that I have and use it as a WML. I always have my phone on me, so I've always got a flashlight on that. I do always have a light kind of like this, like in my truck and stuff, but as far as everyday carrying, actually carrying it on my person, I usually don't do that. But like I said, they do have two different options if you wanted this specifically for that purpose. And also, I don't remember if this actually comes with a light. This might be an option that you have to get, but you can get a Picatinny mount for this to use it as a WML. If you did want to do this and mount it, you actually have to unscrew the back. And your battery will come out. And this knob back here you'll have to loosen this to be able to put the light in and to mount this on something. What you'll do is you'll pull it all the way out and you'll be twisting it, and then it will pop back in, and then you pull it out to tighten it as well. So now that it's already loose, pop this guy in here, put the battery back in, back cap, and now we're ready to put this on something. And what's really cool also, that if you did want to use the remote pad or pressure pad, you can just slap this on there, because you can still get to the side button however you've got this mounted. If that's easier for you, you've got that option, and you still have the back option to turn this thing on, which is really, really neat. We are getting ready to put this on something, and we are going to use the remote pad. All right, so we are going to go ahead and put this on. We are going to install it on this guy. Now what we're going to do is I put this in backwards. Let's turn this around. All right, so we're going to mount it on the side here like so. And you can, while it's loose in this, you can, if you want it like further in or out, you have a whole lot of room to play with there. And you'll pull this out. Might need to loosen it some more. And we've got it on there now. Now we're going to pull this out and tighten it. Maybe. There we go. Push it back in, and that thing is really on there. Now, like I said, you don't have to use the remote pad. You can still use it like this. And then let's go ahead and turn this around right now. I've got the clip out here, which is going to snag on something, which is going to be a big pain in the butt. And the side button is down. If I ever wanted to use that, that'd be really hard to get to. So we'll loosen this, kind of spin it around. So that clip is out of the way as possible, and you can still get to that side button if you need to. Let's tighten this guy back up. And then we're back on there. Now let's put the remote switch on there, which is right here. This is actually a pretty big pain in the butt. This is rubber, and this will actually just pop on here. I say pop on there, but it's kind of pain in the butt today. And you do have the Picatinny slots in here, so it will pop in place and you don't have to worry about it moving around at all. But you will get this in here, line this up, and then when you got it lined up, you're actually just going to squeeze this guy on here, which is the big pain in the butt that I mentioned earlier. Whew! Alright, I got that on there. See what I mean about pain in the butt? Alright, so at least it's really, really on there and not coming off. I did have to take the light off to be able to like really get a hold of this. and put a lot of pressure on that. But that's on there now. Let's put the light back on. Whew. That was a workout. It does come with zip ties, a couple of different size zip ties to wrap the remote cable around. Most of the time I don't need it, and if I do, I usually use tape. But that works pretty good. It's completely out of the way. Magnet popped on there. It still works, even though I had to put a crap ton of pressure on this light to get it on. So, I mean, it still looks pretty good. Completely out of the way, and I ain't got to worry about it snagging on anything. And this still works. Also, on this remote switch, as you can probably see, you have a bigger button, which you're probably going to use more often, for the high setting, which is all of the 2000-something lumens, 2300, I believe. And then you have the small or low button right here, which is down to the 250, I think. So you have a bunch of different options, even when you put this remote switch on here. So all of that is secure and ready to go, and looks pretty nice how it fits on there and everything. I like having this a little bit up high with this kind of mount, not like right on the side there. So that is pretty neat. I like this setup. So that is the Warrior 3 from OLIGHT. I am really impressed with this light and really like it so far, and all the different options. I really like it set up on here, and I'm really digging it. I really like it. So you can check this out on OLIGHT's website. I think there is a discount code down in the description. And if you're interested in asking any questions about this, like I said, I have done a bunch of different videos on it. I've done a video specifically on this, and I featured it at least once in our the ATF tape series. And there's a whole playlist for that if you're interested in checking that out. That's a different thing that we've been doing for a year or so now that I really enjoy, and hopefully you will too, kind of just hanging out and talking about stuff. I have featured that on this, and I did do a original build video on this guy. So if you're interested on this, you can check that out. Be sure to check out the Warrior 3 from OLIGHT on their website. Something I completely forgot to mention up until this point, and I just remembered, and for some reason did put in my notes, price. You're probably sitting here thinking through this whole entire video, how much is it? You can get this online, I think straight from OLIGHT for 120 bucks, which is pretty reasonable for really high output, really nice, dependable lights. And with this, you have a bunch of different options how you can use this thing. So price for that is really good in my opinion. So be sure to check out all the other videos. With this, I have done a couple of different light videos if you're interested in checking those out as well. Be sure to, if you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Let me know all of your comments. Let me know all of your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you like this video and you're interested in checking out other videos here on the channel, be sure to not forget to get subscribed. Be sure to check out the Armed Society to get all of your apparel needs and training equipment from those guys at thearmedsociety.com. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, posting a bunch of pictures on there of stuff that I'm doing, different projects and stuff like this. Some other stuff, some stuff doesn't actually make it to... Some stuff doesn't actually make it here on the channel, but you'll be able to see everything that I've got going on, different projects, stuff like that. So be sure to give me a follow over on Instagram. This is all for this video. I appreciate OLIGHT sending this over, and I am really digging this right now. And I will see you guys next time. See you.